Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Tanaka with a WBZ News update. The former director of Quincy's Department of Elder Services accused of stealing tens of thousands of dollars from the city. Federal prosecutors say Thomas Clasby spent taxpayer money on meals, a car, a self-portrait, even a recording session in a music studio. Clasby worked for the Department of Elder Services for 25 years. Well, the wind doing some damage in Boston, ripping the siding off of at least one building. This was on Boylston Street. You can see panels askew, some dropping to the sidewalk below. Crews did tape off the area. Building inspectors were on site, also said no one was hurt. A cybersecurity breach at an education software company has impacted teachers and students in several local school districts. Woburn Public Schools says the breach happened last month at a company called Power School, exposing information belonging to Woburn families and educators. According to the Globe, data from Needham, Neshoba Regional Public Schools, employees and students were also exposed. Power School told us the breach has been contained and does not anticipate any private data being shared. All right, time now for a check of your next weather forecast. Here's meteorologist Jason Michael.
I have not seen a representation like this, Chris, in quite some time. Look at the very cold and icy top of the Charles River here on this Thursday morning. Around 20 degrees outside right now. But again, driving safely this morning is going to be my best recommendation for you. Look at this. Some light snow moving south of the Mass Pike right now, getting south down towards Milton, even south over Milford as well, North Bridge, even Uxbridge, Franklin over to Medway. And it's also moving south on 495, getting down towards 95 as well. Over to P-Town right now. You're next, okay? P-Town down to Wellfleet, even Truro, likely going to get a little bit of a light dusting for you earlier this morning. All right, let's talk about the upper teens and low 20s outside for air temperatures. But let's also talk about the wind gusts as well. Another day of dealing with these elevated wind gusts, friends. This is actually going to be the final day of dealing with 40+ mile per hour gusts, which is why National Weather Service has extended our wind advisory until 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. It feels like the lower single digits and also the upper single digits across the board, all because of the high winds. Again, that wind advisory is going to give some pause overnight tonight through the day for us tomorrow. It's nice to see that we'll likely see temperatures around 30 degrees later on today, but an even higher, at least an even warmer day is expected for tomorrow and also on Saturday. And because we've all been indoors trying to stay warm here because of all the cold and also the wind outside, our levels for COVID, RSV, as well as the flu have been climbing. This is information in from our partnership with the CDC as well as Johns Hopkins. Now let's talk about the weekend weather. Yes, we will have an Atlantic storm system moving across the region here later on into the week here, but the moisture source that's going to be necessary for some heavy snow, heavy high accumulating snow, it's not going to happen. Unfortunately, this is going to mainly be a deep south system, not only because of heavy rain, but also severe weather potential raking across the Tennessee River Valley region. Freezing rain and ice and even some snow will likely be crisscrossing the spine of Appalachia as well. Again, the heavier snow is going to be south of the D.C. area. Meanwhile, we can expect 30s through the end of the weekend, heading into early next week. A much cooler air mass plume will likely be surging south into the region yet again, midweek to the end of week next week.
Wow. All right, Jason. Well, this has been a WBZ News Update. I'm Chris Tanaka. Have a great day.